Okay, we'll start with a prayer led by Rylan.
Dear God in heaven, we're thankful for this day. We're thankful for everything you gave us. And please help us to be safe. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts of the letter to the Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st and 2nd and 3rd John, Jude and Revelation. God made water, space, and earth, and made one. He also made light for day, because there was none. He made the great blue skies above all, and made two, only three, the land, the earth, the trees, and the seas too. God made all creation, and behold, it was very good. On day 4 he made the sun, the moon, the stars on high. On day 5 he made the swimming things and creatures that fly. On day 6 he made the land creatures and all creeping things. And it was very good when he made Adam and Eve. 6 days God created, stopped on the 7th day. All right. Where do you turn in the Bible to read about when the Apostle James is killed? Right?
Acts chapter 12.
Acts chapter 12, all right? What is Acts 6 about? Katie? Deacons. Where do you read about the apostles healing the lame man? Okay, Davey?
Acts 3 and 4.
All right, what's Acts 9 about? Okay, Cam? Okay, let's see. That's right. So we have two different versions of that. Okay, where do you read about the first Gentiles converted? All right, Evie?
Acts 10 and 11.
Acts 10 and 11. Where's Paul's first evangelistic trip? His first missionary journey? Rylan?
Acts chapter 13 and 14.
Okay, what's Acts 17 referring to? Wyatt?
Thief on the cross.
Oh, nice try. Melissa? Oh, Paul in another place starts with an A. Katie? Athens, all right. Where do you read about that time that some people had to get re-baptized? Okay, Celeste.
Acts
19. Acts 19. What is Acts 15 about? Okay, David. All right. What do you read about Peter being rescued from prison? Cam? Acts 12. Good. All right. What is Acts 8 about? Okay, listen. Oh, no, not Glory. Wyatt, you were trying.
Standing with Stephen.
No, he has a mystic ability. Okay, David? Okay. Where do you read about the stoning of Stephen? Alyssa? Acts 7, there we go. What about deacons? You gonna give it a try, Wyatt? No? All right, Rylan?
Acts chapter 20.
Go. Alyssa? Acts 6, all right. What's Acts 16? Okay, Kim? Never mind, you said. All right, David? Okay. What's Acts 18 about? All right, Rylan. Stump you on with Acts 18. Wyatt? He forgot. 2 down. All right, Evie's coming in. All right. Where do you read about Eutychus? Eutychus. Katie.
Acts chapter 20.
Acts 20. What's Acts 24? Wyatt?
Holy for Felix.
Good. All right, what's Acts 27 about? Okay, Alyssa. Good. Where do we read about Paul before King Agrippa? Okay, Rylan.
Acts 25 to 26.
Okay. And where is Paul at Malta and Rome? Hey, Ken. Acts 28. Exodus 7 through 12.
Latin words. Exodus 7 through 12.
Leviticus 10.
Leviticus 10.
Numbers 13.
The 10 spies. Numbers 13.
Numbers 16.
For Dathan and Abiram rebelled against Moses. Numbers 16.
Numbers 20.
Moses
sins against God. Numbers 20. Numbers 21.
the bronze serpent. Numbers 21.
Numbers 25.
Phinehas. Numbers 25.
Samuel 1.
Hannah.
Samuel 1. First Samuel 15.
Saul and the Amalekites. 1 Samuel 15.
2 Samuel 6.
Ezekiel 6
2 Samuel 11.
David and
Bathsheba.
2 Samuel 11.
1 Kings 19.
Elijah hides in the cave.
1 Kings 19. 2 Kings 5.
Naaman's leprosy. 2 Kings 5.
Job 40 and 41.
Dinosaurs. Job 40 and 41.
Matthew 13.
The four swords. Matthew 13.
Matthew 19.
The rich young ruler. Matthew 19.
Mark 16.
The revelation. Mark 16.
Luke chapter 2.
Birth of Jesus. Luke chapter 2.
Luke 15.
The prodigal son. Luke 15.
Luke 23.
Jesus crucified. Luke 23.
Luke 24. Jesus
ascends.
Luke 24. John chapter 8.
The adulterous woman.
John chapter 8. Revelation 2 and 3. Seven churches of Asia Minor. Revelation 2 and 3. 1 John 4:1.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits, whether they are of God, because we
1:28. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Genesis 1:28. All right, what passage tells you that God would want us to do science so that we can study the great works that He's done? Okay, right?
Psalm 111:2.
All right. And what passage tells us that anybody that is actually searching for the truth, if they're hungering and thirsting for righteousness, then God guarantees they'll be able to find the truth. Okay?
Matthew 5:6.
Matthew 5:6. All right. Another good passage on that topic. Anybody that is actually knocking, asking, seeking the truth is going to be able to find it. Okay, Thomas?
Matthew 7:7-8.
Matthew 7:7-8. What passage tells us that one of the big reasons that some people are not genuine truth seekers, and they won't listen to the truth when you teach it to them, is because of their own desires. They're not really interested in the truth because they have their own desires that keep them from accepting the truth. Right, David?
2 Timothy 4:3-4.
2 Timothy 4:3-4. What passage tells us that, where Jesus quotes from Genesis, and he says that humans were made from the very beginning. They weren't made at the very end, which is what theistic evolution would say. And Jesus said humans are at the very beginning of creation. Hey, Levi?
Mark 10:6.
Mark 10:6. Okay, some people argue maybe Adam and Eve were in the garden for millions of years before the first sin. Okay, but Jesus said that Abel's blood, which was shed after the first sin, right? Abel's blood was shed from the foundation of the world, so it couldn't be that there was time in the garden like that. Okay, Rylan?
Luke 11:50-51a.
All right, good. All right, what passage tells us that there will be people that will scoff at you for your belief in creation and the flood? And they'll argue that there hasn't been any miraculous things. Things continue on as they have always from the beginning without any major miraculous things. All right, Celeste.
2 Peter 3:3-6.
Okay. In what passage does God tell the earth to reproduce according to its kind? According to its kind. Katie?
Genesis 1:24.
Genesis 1:24. In what passage do we learn that there are laws of science that govern the universe and that God made them? Right, Rylan?
Job 38:33.
Okay. What passage gives us the second law of thermodynamics about entropy? That the universe is growing old and deteriorating. Okay, Katie.
Psalm 102:25-27.
Good. All right. What passage tells us that life doesn't spring into existence from non-life, but instead God gives life to all things? God gives life to all things. Right, David?
Acts 17:25.
Okay. What passage gives us the law of causality? Law of cause and effect. What you say about this, Rylan?
Hebrews 3:4.
Good, here's 3:4. Every house is built by someone. All right, what passage tells us that the physical universe was not made out of physical stuff? Okay, Levi.
Hebrews 11.
Hebrews 11:3, good. What passage tells us that if you are an atheist, then you're a fool? Okay. Ryla?
Psalm 14:1a.
All right. All right, what passage tells us that by studying astronomy, you can learn about the glory of God? Okay, Cam? So 19:1. All right, what passage tells us that we are, the more you study the human body, so the more you do biology, the more you will realize that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that God's works are marvelous. All right, David?
Psalm 139:14.
Okay. What passage tells us that rain and fruitful seasons are witnesses of the existence of God? They testify to the existence of God. Okay, Evie?
Acts 14:17.
Acts 14:17. That's the new one. All right, let's learn a new one. Acts 17:26 through 27. And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek the Lord, and hope that they might look for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. Acts 17:26 through 27. And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek the Lord, and hope they might look for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. Acts 17:26 through 27. All right, you can give me the sons of Jacob. Sons of Yaakov. Rylan?
Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Naphtali, Dan, Gad, Asher, Joseph, and Benjamin.
All right, good. That was good stuff. All right, who can give me the apostles? The apostles. And please, maybe. Wyatt.
Peter, Andrew, his brother, James, John, Zebedee, Philip, and Bartholomew, with Thomas and Matthew, James, the son of Alphaeus. Also there was Thaddeus, Simon, Judas Iscariot, called Matthias.
Good. All right, you can give me the 10 plagues. 10 plagues. Thomas?
Water to blood, frogs, flies, death to blood, livestock, boils and hail,
Death of livestock, blows and hail.
hail, darkness, and death of the firstborn.
What are you leaving out, guys? Say it, what are you leaving out?
Lucas.
Locusts. Not too shabby. Thomas, I don't know if you've ever actually tested for that. And now you're pretty much too old. All right, who can give me the first 4 Ten Commandments? All right, David.
No other gods before me, no carnal images to bow down and serve. Don't take the name of your Lord your God in vain, remember to keep the Sabbath.
All right, and who can give me the last 6? Last 6. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Honor your father and mother, honor your mother, don't treat me shameless. Don't lie against me, or give the wisdom.
All right. All right, let's sing the Beatitudes, guys, too long. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Christ built his holy church. It is the church of Christ. It will be saved in the end. It is his holy bride. The saved all become Christians and are added to the church of Christ. If I want to be saved, I'll go in. What does his church look like? Pastors or elders or overseers, they are all one and the same. Qualified but never only one, they watch over the souls of the saints. Deacons or ministers or servants are sent, they are all qualified too. Preachers and teachers, evangelists, the word they teach to you. Christians are called by various names, brethren and saints and priests, disciples and soldiers and sons of God, spreading Christ's gospel of peace. All right, you should do your Bible reading. What's God's plan for the home?
One man, one woman for life.
Who's going to want you married?